Going on, my peoples? Great day, great day. Um, Make sure you subscribe, right? If you're just not hopping on, make sure you subscribe. You may hear me say that throughout this whole thing. But I just want to tap in with y'all today. Met some amazing people today, right? Um, Bumped into a bumped into a Brazilian guy, right? Told me his life story. It everybody seems like everybody when everybody bumps into me, they wants to tell me their life story, right? Stuff that I don't even ask. Like they be telling me all their personal information, right? So bumped into this Brazilian guy. He moved down here, and his daughters are in med school, right? Pre med, all that good stuff, right? So pre med school. Uh, that was cool. But then the neighbor, right? The neighbor was from Romania. Now, this lady from Romania has the accent. So, I asked her, I said, yo, where you from? She said, I have a nice accent, huh? She said, I'm from Romania. So, very interesting story from her, right? She is 71, right? 71. She said that this was her forever home, right? And her forever home was um her forever home is in a nice area, nice uh 500 to about $750,000 just to stay in this area. So it's a nice area, right? And she said, this is my forever home. So, she goes to tell me about her forever home and her life story, right? The life story comes in. So, this lady from Romania, she gave me her life story. She said that um, her husband escaped from Romania, right? Back in 1970s, right? She even gave me the dates. Back in the 1970s, this lady actually um, escaped from Romania, and come to find out, right? Long story short, she escaped from Romania because her husband was trying to escape from Romania back in the 1970s. He ended up doing it and getting them their legal their legal paperwork, right? Their legal paperwork to stay in the States, right? Talk about give you a story about a lady from Romania before I get into these six. But make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. But yeah, so the lady from Romania escaped from Romania, right? And her husband came from Romania, became legal, right? When they became legal in the States, you know, they had two kids. And, she said he did some time for trying to escape from Romania, right? And when she escaped from Romania, they got their legal passports, they got their legalized stuff, situated down here. Then she was able to move down here with her kids, right? And when she was actually able to move down here with her kids, he actually killed himself. Right. So after going through all that escaping and all that, freeing his family, right, he ended up outing himself, right? And that's the sad part about it. But, he was making sure that his family was good, right? He was making sure his family was protected and safe before, that happened. But she did say that he had meds, like he was on a lot of meds, right? He was depressed, honestly, and it's almost like he was in a war zone, right? He was in a war zone with, you know, his mind and body, right? Two different things that we have to separate from is mind, body, and spirit, right? So I'll say that to say this, man. Make sure you don't take any story for granted or anybody for granted or life for granted, right? So we about to get into these six six rules to money, right? Six rules to money. All right, breaking it down. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all share this information because this information may be a blessing to some other people, right? So spending, right? We're spending less than you earn, right? Number one. Get your pens and papers. Number one, spending less than you earn. and tracking all of your expenses, right? Spending less than you earn and tracking all your expenses. Rules to money, right? Save for emergencies, right? Not just for emergencies. Matter of fact, save and have that account, right, set for a certain amount of what you want it for, right? And set at least 3 months aside of any expenses, right? Expenses, like bills, things like that. Put 3 months away, 3 to 6 months. That's what we require. 3 to 6 months, of bills paid up front, right? Right. And then also what you want to do, number three, right? Write number three down. Number three, right? Invest long term in assets, right? Long term assets. Long term assets like stocks, bonds, silver, gold, IULs, and more, right? Our main thing is that we want to invest into is like um, houses, right? We think a house is just the only investment that we're really supposed to have, when that's really, I break it down in some of my other videos. You're going to have to look at some of my other videos when I talk about, investment properties and things like that. But number four, right? You got number four, pay off all high interest debt, right? Pay off all high interest debt, because that's really where they're getting you at. That's really where you're losing your money at, is the high interest that you're getting on, that you have on your debts. That's the loans that you're borrowing from. That's the credit cards. So a good nugget, right? And you're only gonna get this if you're watching this, right? You're only gonna get this if you watch it to this entirety, right? Some people are only going to get the beginning part of this video. Some people are going to get the middle part of this video. Some people might not even stay to the end, right? But I'm here to tell you that you want to pay off all high interest debt. So a strategy that you can use, right? I'm giving out strategies right now. Pay attention. Giving out strategies right now. Pay attention. So strategy that you can use is circulate your money from and pay off all your credit cards every month, right? You pay off all your credit cards every month and circulate your money that way. You don't get paid the high interest, right? You're not getting paid any interest. So stay away from high interest loans. All right, number five, right? Number five, pay off, plan for retirement early, right? Because retirement is not by how many years you stay on a job, right? It's about how much wealth you acquire, right? How much wealth are you going to acquire, right? How much wealth can you acquire in a year, in 2 years, right? And how do you manage that, right? How do you manage that, wealth? Got to manage your wealth properly. That's why you got to stay to the end. Stay to the end, right? And the main thing is number six, live below your means, right? Just because you have money and can afford things doesn't mean you have to buy. Doesn't mean you have to go and spend it, right? We don't use the word spend because at the end of the word spend, there's end, right? You want to circulate your money, right? You want to circulate your money. So, that being said, these are the 6 keys to money, right? And if you're just not hopping on, make sure you go back to the beginning and watch this, man, because I just gave out the 6 keys to money and I gave out strategies, right? So you want to subscribe to this channel because I'm always going to be giving out the strategies. You've got to catch it in between what I'm talking about, right? So with that being said, see you at the beaches and the banks. Peace.